Howdy gang, it's Chris Angel coming at you for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. I think I was about to say from my kitchen. What's up everybody? It's Chris Angel coming at you from my kitchen. All right, it's another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us, and today we're talking about videographers and sexy videos can never make up for a crappy message, right? This is really important because if we get to the real issue under the surface here, I think for some people, we don't think there's enough value in our message and we have to dress it up in order for people to take us seriously, right? So the thought goes like this, right? If I hired a videographer that made this look amazing, then people would notice. In other words, people wouldn't notice the importance of my message. I would need some fancy cinematic effects for them to take me seriously because they wouldn't take my message seriously. Do you notice, by the way, that in this show, I don't do any music intros or outros. I don't do any animations. There's nothing I do to doctor this show up. Why? One, to make a point. The point is, you don't need that. If you have resonated with any of this content, absent of fancy, shiny things on top of it, then this is proof, right? This is proof that your message is the most important thing. Okay? Now, the second thing can happen is, you hide behind pretty things. You can hide behind pretty things, right? So our ego loves this. Our ego loves when we are in big lights. Our ego loves when we look cool, right? And sometimes we're trying to look cooler than we are or bigger than we are. That's a way people say it. Man, I need to look bigger than I am. I need my business to look bigger than I am so people take me and my business seriously. And so you think that videos, fancy videos, expensive videos, will do that for you. Now, it might. You could hire somebody for thousands of dollars, by the way, for a 2-minute video, 30-second video even, thousands of dollars to make you look good. And people might watch the video and be like, wow, those are some cool effects. They might be impressed by the effects. They might be impressed by the B-roll. But it is your ability to communicate a message that is ultimately at the heart of your marketing and your impact in the world. You have important work to do in this world, and no fancy video is going to overcome a crappy message. Your job, your number one job, is to get super clear about the conversation you're leading in the world. Now, once you have that, you can hire a videographer to come in and make it fancy if you want for thousands of dollars for 2 minutes. Okay. And I'm not above that, by the way. There is a time and a place where fancy video may be the route for me. And for now, I'm choosing not to water down my message or distract you from my message with something pretty and shiny and cool. What I want you to think is cool is the message, that what I'm saying to you is more important than the way it looks. And for this tribe who values authenticity, that is a big deal. You better pay attention to that. If you value authenticity and then you go off and spend $2,000 for fancy video, never having cemented your conversation in the world, that's inauthentic. You can't dress up a crappy message and be taken seriously. People will smell it. People will see through it. So the work, gang, the work. I love good videographer. I love a good video. Like video people are amazing. When they know how to tell a good story and really bring emotion through video, it's good. It's awesome. But if you're not clear, the video person can't possibly pull out of you a good story or the right story. Maybe they pull out a good story, but even then you still don't believe it. So ultimately what has to happen is for you to make peace with what conversation you're really here to lead in the world. And once you have that, then you have options. Options open up for how to capture that message. I recommend in the beginning, especially if you're bootstrapping, don't go hire an expensive videographer. Just do what I'm doing right now, which is go live, say your message over and over and over so that you get really good at and you get very clear on what you're leading, who you're leading, and the impact you want to make. Okay? So if you'd like help, gang, getting super dialed in and super clear on your message, I invite you to apply for my 6-week program called the Groundswell Method Intensive. This is exactly what we do. And the way you graduate the program is you launch your own show in the world. Okay? Just like this is a show, you launch your own show in the world. And that becomes your platform for all other things in marketing. If you have a show, everything else gets easier. And we talk about that in the program. Now, if you want to apply for that program or learn more about that program, go to groundswellmethod.com. Ground and then swell, S-W-E-L-L, groundswellmethod.com. Somebody asked me today, what is a groundswell? I said, a groundswell is a surge. It's a surge. It could be a surge of profits, a surge of people, a surge of purpose, a surge of impact. There's a lot of things that you could surge in your life. There's a lot of things you want to surge in your life. That is a groundswell. So go to groundswellmethod.com, watch the free video, and on the last page of the free video is an application. Fill out the application, it comes directly to me, and I will send you an email back. Thank you for hanging out with me today. In this episode, here's to you dialing in your message.